Hello, how are you? Today we're going to look on KCSE Computer Studies spreadsheet, which was done in the year 2014. You can read the question. The figure below shows an extract of a worksheet showing the sales and expense for money company for months of January to June. Use it to answer the questions that follow. So you're supposed to enter this data into your worksheet the way it is here. You can check together. Just enter the data like this one. I don't merge this one first. Let me remove the merging effect. Okay, and the fill, and then I'll show you how to do it. Just no fill, click that one. So you enter the data the way it is, like this one. Enter the data, and then for these cells, let us check. Create a worksheet that appears in the spreadsheet package and save it income statement. So this one is supposed to merge it first, like that one. It is from column A1 to H2. Okay, so I'm supposed to merge. Move your mouse cursor here, and then you merge, and then you right align. As you can see here, it is right aligned like this one, and then as you can see again, it is bolded. So I'm supposed to bold like that one. I'm also supposed to place some borders. I'm supposed to place some borders here. So just like this one, borders, I place it to be all borders, and then this one is supposed to no border in row 16. Row 16 no border. Row 16, it is row 16. So this one was supposed to, it is calculated. Let me delete first. Row 16, it is no border. This one has no border. So this column all borders up to here. This one is all borders. Then 16 no border, and then what else? This row 17 there is a border. Here is all borders first, all borders. Then this other part there is no border, no border. Simple like that. No border, no border, no border. Then this one all borders like that one. It is, it looks like exactly like this one. Let us read the question together. Create a worksheet as it appears in the figure and in the spreadsheet package and save it as income statement. I'm supposed to file save as. I am usually save my work in desktop, and then this one is income statement. Income statement, it is caps, income statement. Pause the video, practice, and then we read the question. Use a function that references only to sales to calculate total sales from January to June. This year total sales from January, total sales from January to June. January to June. So total sales from January to June. This one, let me remove it first. So total sales, use a function, not a formula. So it is equals to sum total sales from this cell. Sorry, I open my bracket. Open the bracket from this cell, column, to this cell to June. I close my bracket. Pause the video, and then you practice. And then the question is asking about total for rent expense. Totals. So use a function to find the total for rent expense. So is equals to sum again open your bracket, rent expense colon to June, close your bracket, simply press enter, and then apply the formula to obtain the total for other expense. So this other one is formula is equals to, that is B8 plus, just selecting your mouse, plus, just press using a mouse to make your work easier, just to know where you are adding. That is B8 plus C8 plus D8 plus E8 plus F8 plus G8. Simply press enter, and then you drag downwards like that one. Then the question is asking the profit or loss for each month. How do you calculate the profit? For profit is given by, use an equal sign, the summation of, that is the sales, what you sold, minus all the expense. So I open my bracket, I sum this one, this cell plus this one plus this cell plus this cell, close your bracket, press enter. So I drag towards my right like this one, very simple. And then as you can see here, all of it are their profits, not loss. If it could, the outcome could be negative, it could be a loss. Okay, format the worksheet as follows: merge from A02 to A12, we have done that. A2 to A12, that we have done. And then you also resize the title to font size 16. Font size, this one should be 16. I just increased the font size to be 16. And then the question is asking resize the title and apply bold. So B, it is bolded, as you can see. Let us continue with the question. Apply a single line border to all the cells containing the data. To all the cells containing the data, single line border. Okay, I can adjust more borders. This is a single line, so I'm looking for this one, a single line, so just choose a single line border. These ones are double, so I'm choosing a single line border, single line, single. They are single lines border. Okay, all of it are single lines border. Then we can continue. Just pause the video, practice. Align to all the right all the column heading in the worksheet. Align to the right all the columns heading in the worksheet. Align to the right column heading, all the column heading. I'm just aligning to the right like that one. Then I continue. Align to the right. Apply a gray background to the column heading. This column heading a gray background, so the field here should be gray in color, light gray, dark. This one is light gray, so long as it is gray. Then this, which color is this one? Black. I'm not using black but gray. Let it be like that. It is just light gray color. And then rename the current worksheet as profit. So right click here, I rename this one to be profit, like that one. Then you can read the question. Copy the content of the worksheet, name profit for new worksheet and name it modified. I'm supposed to copy. Let me delete this one first before doing anything. So I delete this one and then I copy this one to a new worksheet. Control C, just to click this plus sign here, Control V, apply some changes like that, very simple. And then rename, copy this one worksheet and rename the new worksheet to be modified. So I'm supposed to rename this one to be modified, like that one. Copy the new this one. The company is expected to remit 15% of their sales as sales tax to the revenue authority. Insert a blank row below the sales row and label it as sales tax. So sales row, I insert a new row here, right click and then you insert, and then here I call it what? It is called sales tax. So I type here sales tax, and then set a blank row, sales tax, that is 1 month. Compute the sales tax for January using the absolute cell referencing. For it, calculate the sales tax is equals to, use an equal sign, this cell multiplied by, you'll be using a dollar sign. This one is B, dollar sign, it is in column B, and then dollar sign, multiplied by dollar sign B, dollar sign, then it is in B, column 18, like that. Then you press enter in your keyboard to give you the results. Okay, to obtain the compute the sales tax for January using the absolute cell referencing. To obtain the tax for the other months, sales for January using the absolute cell for the other months. So as I'm saying, amount is supposed to drag towards right, this one, like that one, there's no problem. And then compute the sales tax, we have done that. Calculate the profit or loss for each month after taxation. Okay, profit or loss, I saw this one, the tax is also an expense, so you're supposed to remit, so I am supposed only to include this tax. Okay, and then I press enter, the results have changed, and then I drag towards right. As you can see, the results have changed. So the important thing, it is this one, the sales minus, even the tax is an expense, a form of expense. Remember, tax is remitted to the government, so it is B6 plus B8 plus B9 plus B10 plus B11, like that. Very simple. And then I continue. Insert a blank row below the profit and loss row and label it as comment. So I insert here a blank row and I label it as comments, like that one. Insert a blank row and label it as comments, and then use if function to display the comments for the profit or loss. If the profit or loss is more than 60, it is okay. Between 30 and 60,000 is break even, and less than that is check. So you can do that. So this one is equals to if, open your bracket, select this cell, that is B16 is greater than or equal to 60,000, comma, what is the comment? The comment will be what? okay. So our comment will be ok. Don't forget the quotation mark, comma. If this cell again, just select using a mouse, is greater than or equal to 30,000, comma, quotation mark, it will be break even. Don't forget the quotation mark, comma, or if it does not meet these two criteria, it will be what? Check. So I simply type there check, and then you close your bracket. I have used if function 2 times. I'll be closing 2 times. 1, 2. Very simple. I've entered too many arguments. Let me check. I want to correct something. Sorry, I can repeat it again. There's no problem. Is equals to if, open the bracket, this one is greater than or equal to 60,000, comma, quotation mark, it will be okay, the comment will be okay, comma, if this cell is greater than or equal to 30,000, comma, it will be break even. Okay, break even, comma, or else it will be check. I've used if function 2 times. I'll be closing 2 times. 1, 2. So we can continue. Okay, you are using if function to display the comments, as you can see here, and then you drag your comments towards right, like that one. And then I adjust the column width, so that these comments can be clearly seen. And then part G, create a bar chart to compare the sales and the total expense for each of the 6 months. So we create a bar chart to compare the sales and the total expense for each of the 6 months. So you're supposed to do that. So for each month, I want the months, and then I want the sales. And what else? The question, the sales, and the total expense for each month, the total expense. So the expenses, you have not done the sum for each month. So here I can indicate here total expense. Total expense. Since the question requires us to find the total expense, you are supposed to do some calculation here. Is equals to, I can add, this one is rent plus utilities plus salaries plus suppliers plus consultants, if any. Then I drag towards right, like that one. I can check this one if I added correctly, that is B8, B9, B10, B11. I forgot to add B12 plus B12 plus B12. like that one, and then plus that one. So this one is okay, and then I drag towards right. I want to check if the comments are able to change. So you can see here there is some negative value because I included the tax. Okay, so you can continue now. We are supposed to create a bar chart to compare the sales and the total expense for each of the 6 months. So just select the months first, hold your control in your keyboard, you select the sales, hold the control in your keyboard, you select the total expense, like that one, then insert. Is it a bar chart or column chart? Compare, create a bar chart. So a bar chart is here. So I select the bar chart. So instead of doing that, I want here to label to be months, so that it is easier for me to label my chart. This one, total sales for each month and the total expense. Insert a bar chart. Yes, simple like that. So you can see here, and then you are supposed to do it again. Insert a chart title to be sales expense analysis. So in my chart quick layout, I want all the layout to be clearly shown. You can select this one, but I want the part. You select appropriate layout. Sorry. So I select format. This one I format. Chart design. I want the layout to be clearly indicated. But this one, quick layout. Select the one having I want my chart to be clearly labeled. My chart to be clearly labeled. So I select the one having chart title. Then what? That one. So our chart title in the question we are being told to be x-axis month, x-axis to be month, and y-axis to be amount. So this one is no longer a bar chart. I'm using a column chart. So I repeat again: months, sales, and then total expense. Sorry, month, control, sales, control, total expense. Sorry, month, select the month first, sales, and total expense. Month to June, sales to June, and total expense up to June. Okay, insert. It is no longer this one. We want this one. Then I select quick parts of the chart. Want the part having I'll be able to label everything. That one. Then the chart title. The question is telling me the chart title to be sales expenses analysis. Sales analysis, and then axis title, y-axis to be select the y-axis to be amount. This one is amount, and the x-axis to be x-axis you are being told to be months, month, like that one. And then insert data labels for the sales series. Data labels are here, and then save it as a new worksheet named comparison. So this one I just move the chart to a new worksheet, and then this one is called comparison. Simple comparison, like that one. And then set page orientation of the worksheet named modified to landscape. Modified, they come here to modified, and then orientation, page layout, orientation to landscape, and then set landscape. Then print the following profit. Here is the profit, you can print that one. And then modified, come here, modified is here. And then we have modified showing the formula. You can click on the formula and then you print that one, having that one. And then comparison, you just click this part for comparison. It should just show you the chart. And then I forgot to do some formatting of this chart. I can place the E to be red color, and then bold, and then I can change that one, increase the font size to be clearly seen. This one again I can on this one. Let me begin this one, increase the font size, and then you can change the font type, font size. Font type are black to be clearly seen. This one again I can increase the font size so that the examiner can be able to see, like that. Thank you for me being my audience. You can subscribe for more. Thank you.